Welcome to Unsolved.
Mirror of Unsolved, presented by Julie's.
Hello?
What's up, Ma?
Christopher, you calling me from London?
Nah, canceled that trip. Still in Cali.
Listen, be careful. I'm not comfortable when you're there. You understand? You know that.
Ma, how many times I gotta tell you? I'm safe here. Got nothing to worry about.
Please, Christopher, leave as soon as you can. I love you.
I love you, Ma.
It's on. We get to see what all the fuss is about. (2006).
Hey, Brian. Thanks for dressing up.
That's the upside to working narcotics. So how are things in robbery homicide?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Lots of people saying nice things about you, Greg. The work you did with the Torres Task Force.
Almost 3 years of my life.
It's a career case, man. Congratulations.
I still gotta convict his ass.
Not your job. What do you know about the Christopher Wallace murder?
Biggie? Shit, everyone in the department knew about that.
It's been almost 10 years. RHD investigated it, led by Russell.
Mm-hmm.
You know anything about him?
Yeah, I know that he thought the cops might have been involved. I didn't do it, and that's why we're here.
Wallace's mother filed a lawsuit based on Poole's claims. That's gone back and forth in court, but it's not going away. $400 million. That's what some economists said Wallace's lifetime earnings would have been. Testified to it.
$400 million? Jesus, I should have been a rapper.
Look, a number like that, they would bankrupt the city, and that's why you're going to take another look at things. Try to find out who really killed the notorious B.I.G.
With you?
The department wants fresh eyes on this. I was part of the original investigation, so I'll just be there to supervise and support.
Okay, I have one question. Is my objective to solve this case or cover the department's ass?
You go where the case leads you, wherever it leads you.
That means cover the department. You know what?
All right. Okay, then where do I start?
So now they start 9 days after the Biggie murder. I started out with too much cargo. Drop folk. White man just ruling. Who you fooling? Oh my God.
Yeah, keep talking.
What? Yo, I will light your ass up. What? What you want to do? You looking like you want to do something. Right here, pal. You want to do something? Let's do it, pal.
Peace, brother.
Police! Throw your weapon on the ground! Hey! Call 911! Police, it's all right! Show me your hands! Show me your hands!
Oh. Okay. So he's starting with Biggie.
Oh, I swear to God, I am not retiring till they fix the air in this place. Every day it's too hot, it's too cold. My balls are sweating, my balls are shriveling. What are you doing? Evidence report on the Kim case, which I did already. Fixing some spelling mistakes so it doesn't get kicked back. You're kidding me, right? Don't put anything past a good defense lawyer. Hey, Tyndall?
Yeah.
Guess what? Newbie is fixing my spelling.
Too bad he can't fix your tie.
Huh? Hey, how's my sign language? Oh, that's clear. Hey, who's working the Christopher Wallace case? Biggie Smalls? The rapper? Got shot outside the Peterson Museum? Yeah, Wilshire Division, I think. Why? Isn't that the kind of case this division should be working? No. That's like gangster rapper drive-by bullshit.
Miller, Poole, you're up.
What we got, Lieutenant?
Officer involved shooting North Hollywood.
Shit.
Shooter was Detective Frank Liga, undercover narco working at a Hollywood division. I'll talk with him personally.
We'll do our own interview with Liga.
Well, I'm sure he'll tell you what he told
Which
me.
is what?
That this asshole gangster rode up on him. They had words. Guy had a gun. Liga was faster.
How do we know our victim was a gangster?
Liga said he was flashing signs.
Fire? What?
Liga said,
Anyone touch anything?
only the paramedics. The scene is secure.
Smith & Wesson 9mm. Doesn't look like it's been fired.
Like I said, Liga was too fast for this piece of shit.
We have a name?
I just told you. Shit. Piece of.
Sergeant.
Not yet. Vehicle is registered to the office of a Sharitha Knight.
Wow.
What about security cameras? You get the shooting on tape?
Cameras only capture the inside of the station.
Of course they do. Any witnesses? Anybody that can back up what Liga says?
Well, we haven't found one who's seen the whole thing, but I mean, come on. Liga's a cop.
Who shot someone?
How's your spelling?
Got a wallet. Well, who is he? Kevin Gaines. And he's one of ours too.
Yep.
Amanda?
So they start with Kevin Gaines
It's goddamn freezing in here.
shooting on the highway.
Yeah, good luck with that. Come on, show you the case files.
Are you shitting me?
What did you expect? That's a decade of work, plus we got the lawsuit. Case is a monster.
I'm gonna need help. And a place to work.
You're looking at it.
Are you serious?
Well, at least you got some privacy.
Okay, I'm gonna need people, a whole team of people. This is gonna take weeks just to go through everything.
Relax. Truth is, you can have whatever you want except for one thing.
What's that?
You can't talk to anybody involved in the lawsuit against the department.
Meaning Russell Poole.
Or Willetta Wallace.
Tell me about Mr. Poole. You worked with him. This whole conspiracy thing. You buy it?
No, Russell Poole's a good man. Good cop. He believed what he believed, and it's up to you to figure out if he was right.
Believe this shit. Two cops. One's black, the other one looks like he should be auditioning for the goddamn Aryan Brotherhood. No good witnesses, no surveillance footage. We have a shit show.
Liger's interview was solid. If it's a good shooting, it's a good shooting.
You're seriously that naive. Who the hell sponsored you for RHB?
Not naive.
So you know what people think about the department,
Yeah,
right?
they're wrong.
Okay, so wait, because Gaines, he's gonna be the victim, and we're gonna be the white cops who are covering everything up, and good luck telling your kids how wrong everyone else
My
is.
kids don't even... You know what? We do everything by the book. We'll be okay.
This is great.
Like I said, Gaines flashing gang signs in the car. Gaines was driving. He's registered to Sharitha Knight. Anything to you?
Kevin Gaines, Sharitha Knight, they tying all this to Suge, all before Suge's trial.
Why a police officer would be driving Suge Knight's wife's car?
Can I finish my burger at least? It's Tommy's.
Kevin was my boyfriend.
Do you know he was married and had a family?
Technically, I'm married too. But Kevin and I weren't doing anything behind anyone's back, if that's what you're asking.
How'd you two meet?
What does that have to do with anything?
Just doing our job, man.
The only thing you're doing is trying to turn this into something that it isn't. Coming to see me because I'm married to Suge, trying to protect one of your own.
Mrs. Knight, that is not the case, I promise you.
You promised me.
Mm.
Kevin and I met out one night. He was handsome, flashy. Couldn't believe he was a cop.
Oh, we're not flashy?
I told him who I was.
Miss Suge Knight's wife.
Suge and I haven't been together for a long time.
Okay.
Even before he went to prison, our marriage was just a piece of paper. I got my own thing going. I manage my own artists. Kevin even worked for me once.
What did he do?
He did security for Snoop at a family reunion he was having.
Snoop Dogg?
No, Snoopy.
Mrs. Knight, did Kevin and Suge know each other?
They met. I told you we weren't hiding anything.
And Kevin wasn't worried about what Suge would think. I mean, your husband does have a reputation.
Kevin wasn't afraid of anyone. He was a man, like Suge.
So they respected each other.
What are you trying to ask me?
Mrs. Knight, to the best of your knowledge, was Kevin was Officer Gaines a gang member?
Get out of my house.
Latoya Lockett still got it.
Gregors. I'll see you. Doopers. How are you, my man? Hey, let's go talk. Look at you making those sleeves work. So they're pulling me onto another task force. This way, you're in. What's the case? Biggie Smalls. Well, now you're just messing with me. Because you know how I feel. Darren, I'm serious. No bullshit, no bullshit. Hey, it's time for you to learn how fun it is to be a cop again. Damn. Biggie. Mm-hmm. Biggie Smalls is the illest. You don't know nothing about that.
The writing is very stupid already.
Yo, listen. Big, he coming.
Well, we'll have pump fire that ass.
What you told me you want to do?
Now they going to
Get
93.
some chronic, go to Roscoe.
Yeah, and get up with fire.
Exactly. Done the 2 already, so stop doubting.
Now you gotta go 3 for 3. Get the hat trick and you can suck my...
What I tell you?
What's up?
What I tell you?
Pac meets Big.
What up, kid? This New York nigga. 35 degrees wearing this big ass coat. That's right, cause Big stay fly.
Uh-huh.
Biggie Smalls.
That's right, man. She be classy.
Check it out. I'm doing this movie right now, and I cannot stop playing your song on set. Party and bullshit and party and bullshit.
Aight.
You know my shit? What'd I just say? I'm driving people crazy with this song. Mr. Tupac, can you turn down the music, please? Stop smoking that marijuana. I'm just trying to be like you, G. Come on. Going to my house later, wanna come? You gotta look at weed. I'm high. You gotta answer to that, baby. Let's move. Oh, man.
What a fucking nightmare. Gaines's family already hired Johnny Cochran.
I tell you, it's a shit show.
Now, Lieutenant, we've done everything by the book, and we'll just keep doing everything by
Would
the
you
book.
stop with that crap? It doesn't matter.
Kevin Gaines is a bad cop.
Because Liger said so. Without proof, Cochran's gonna destroy him.
And then he's gonna destroy us.
It's not about what Liger said. Lieutenant, just hear me out. IA had a file on Gaines. He was involved in 3 other road rage incidents while off duty.
I take it none resulted in a homicide.
Come on, he had a receipt for a $1,000 steak dinner in his wallet. He had Mercedes in his name. He wore Versace shirts to work. You think he did all that on a cop salary? He was driving Suge Knight's wife's car when he was killed. She said Gaines knew Knight. What if Gaines was working for him off duty? Like I said, he flashed gang signs. Pyru, it's the same gang Knight's associated with.
I don't care. And from now on, you don't care either. We're not gonna get a white cop off by dirtying up the black cop that he killed. Do you understand me?
I'm not trying to dirty up anything.
Detective, do you understand me?
You 2 guys go home, check on your families.
Who did this writing? The writing is terrible.
It'll back up Liger's story.
Yes, sir.
Preferably a black one.
I didn't.
Who dissed the great Roger Troutman? I saw that. Uh-oh.
I thought the cameras only recorded the inside of this place.
Huh?
The day of the shooting, I was told that the cameras didn't record the exterior of the station.
Well, not by me.
Somebody must have just got confused with something.
Yeah, not followed through. Do you know if there's footage from that day showing the outside of this station? Possibly even the shooting itself, sir? Sir, is there video or not?
Look, I was told not to give it to anyone.
By who?
The owner. Okay, he said that Johnny Cochran was coming to get it, so I guess it's valuable.
No, it's evidence. Give it to me right now.
I could lose my job.
Right now. I arrest you for obstruction of justice. Not even Johnny Cochran will be able to defend you. Now. What does this show?
It's what the white cop said.
I wanted to marry you from the second I met you. I love you. You're my whole life. You are my future. This is who I am, and it's what I gotta do.
They even got the time down here to let you know when it's coming back on. So far, this is what I see from the whole thing. And this is what I want to run down. Who did this writing? It's like they wrote this script in crayon. The dialogue is so ridiculous. They made it just so a third grader could follow it. I thought and assumed that this would be professionally done. It's so sporadic and they're all over the place. So now they're jumping from 93 to 2006. Like, what are they doing? I don't know what year or time they're in. Did they go back to 06? Are they back in current time? Or are they 9 months now? Right out. 9 days after the shooting. Then they go back to 2006. I assume. So I'm all over the place with this. We got 3 time frames going on at the same time. They just brought 1993 in for 5 minutes. Who did this? They had over a year to get this thing ready. No, this is FX. Here we go.
Terrible shot.
I'm not a cop anymore. What's your excuse?
I don't need to carry a weapon. I use my head instead.
Oh, but I need practice because you're not going to be around much. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I just thought that this would be a fun thing to do. It's like old times. Look, Donna. This is Biggie Smalls. This case is legendary. And it's been 10 years. I want to be the cop that can finally help solve this thing. I can't say no.
I'm not asking you to say no. When have I ever done that?
What cop is saying the Biggie Smalls case?
Tell you the truth, I'm
This is so dumb.
What do you mean?
Biggie, Biggie, can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me.
Look.
Please tell me who wrote this.
We're gonna make it work.
Please tell me who wrote this.
We will.
right?
Oh my God, this script is so ridiculous.
You're not gonna shoot me, you'd miss.
This is somebody who was fired from BET.
And last, certainly not least, I think we all owe a round of applause to Detective Poole. Through determination, solid police work, and a complete lack of sleep, it looks like he's put an end to the Kevin Gaines, Frank Liga nightmare.
Didn't I tell you how much I love this guy, Lieutenant? He's the best partner ever.
Listen, the department thanks you, the city of Los Angeles thanks you, and I thank you. Okay, everybody, let's go to work. Miller, Poole in my office.
Guess he's gonna want to kiss you in private.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. So, what now, Lieutenant?
Well, shooting board gets the last word. The tape will definitely help clear Liga.
And Gaines?
What about Gaines? He's dead.
Well, I know, but
Look, if Gaines is as shady as you think, then it's up to IA to do something about it. But they probably won't, because again, he's dead.
So we're just back in the rotation?
Now you're back up.
What?
Christopher Wallace, I just got the word.
Are you kidding me? That's our reward? We get Biggie?
Look, I know it's probably just some gangster thing, but the murder's over a month old, and the media's making more noise by the day.
Oh, good. You can give it to whoever's up next then.
He's got more gang experience than anyone in the division. We gotta solve this
I
thing.
don't care how much gang experience he has, sir. If Worcester hasn't solved it by now.
It's done.
Anyway.
It's done.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Oh, thank you, Lieutenant. You're welcome. You happy?
It's the kind of case we should be looking.
And we are. We're ready.
You know, I forgot Michael B. Jordan was in Chronicle.
Maybe it is just a
I loved
It's the
Chronicle.
whole East Coast, West Coast music war, you know? It's the New York rap artists hating the Los Angeles rap artists.
Jesus Christ, a rap war. They should be playing golf right now. You know that? And do not call them artists.
They're victims. Can't forget that. I know it's easy to sometimes, but then this is just a job. I always prefer baseball to golf anyway.
What?
Yeah, I used to dream of going pro.
It happened.
It wasn't good enough. I did the next best thing and I became a cop like my old man.
Sorry for his fault.
Kelly Cooper. I've been leading the Wallace investigation.
Poole, Miller, RHT. What do you have so far?
Me first. So I guess you guys have had change of heart, huh?
What's that?
Well, it almost makes you wonder, what if it was a white celebrity who got shot?
Christ.
Bruce Springsteen, one of the Backstreet Boys. How long would it take Homicide Special to take over then? A minute? Maybe two?
You know what? You wanted this investigation, so you enjoy it.
Hey, look,
Oh, you know he is.
This case since day one. We get that, but we're here now. So why don't you just give us what you have so we can do it with
We know the damn is better than this.
A month. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
So tell us. We want the same thing.
The victim is one Christopher Wallace, a.k.a. Biggie Smalls, a.k.a. the notorious B.I.G. On March 9th, he was at a party for Vibe magazine at the Peterson Auto Museum. Wallace was the man of the hour. In from New York, he held court at a table with Sean Puffy Combs, CEO of Bad Boy Records.
Yo, what I tell you when we was getting started, huh? On top of the world, baby. On top of the world.
They didn't have clearance.
Been an album release party.
They didn't have clearance to play
Wallace's new album's called
Biggie's music.
Life After Death.
Crazy, right?
Way to go, Puff.
Heard any of it?
No, I missed it.
#1 album in the country.
It's fantastic.
This is how I do it.
Music and movie types, but others found their way in.
This is how we do it. Oh, you know he gotta be in the movie. He ain't gonna miss no check.
There was barely any security, and there were definitely gang members in attendance, both Crips and Bloods.
What's up, bitch?
Make no mistake, Tupac Shakur was murdered in September. Suge Knight was in jail, but this East Coast, West Coast bullshit is not over. It was a bold move for Puffy and Biggie to come to LA. The fire marshal shut down the party around midnight, but it was so crowded it took Wallace and Combs another half hour before they got down to the parking garage with their people.
Let's go. Yo, get Biggie to come, man. Go.
2 Suburbans and 1 Blazer. Combs got in the first Suburban with his bodyguards.
Let's go, man.
Wallace and his guys got in the second.
We'll see you at the next party.
Yo, Mom, bring some food.
I got you. That burger.
The third car, the Blazer, was driven by Reggie Blaylock, Inglewood PD.
It's a cop was in the caravan.
And he was moonlighting. He was riding with the head of Bad Boy Security.
Watch this nigga, EJ. Who this nigga is? Come on, man.
Now they know that dude is not Gene at all.
Suburban made the light on Wilshire. The second one, the one with Wallace riding shotgun, didn't. Car number 3, the Blazer, driven by Officer Blaylock, was pulling up the rear when a white SUV tried to get between the second Suburban and the Blazer.
Move, man. This man's away.
Blaylock cut off the white SUV. He saw a black, possibly green Chevy Impala pull up on the passenger side of the Suburban. The shooter took off and headed east on Wilshire in the Impala. Blaylock gave chase in the Blazer, but couldn't catch up. Wallace never regained consciousness. Was pronounced dead at Cedars at 1:15 a.m.
Okay.
Fire away.
Okay, Wallace was the only target. There's no question about that.
Shooter stopped, looked right at him, and fired.
In the Impala?
Late model, super sport, multiple witnesses confirmed.
But they're not sure about the color, huh?
Conflicting reports. Some said black, some say green. All we know for sure was that it was dark.
Okay, what about that white SUV? What's the story there?
We don't know. For physical evidence, we got slugs, casings, Gecko 9mm.
What about the composite?
We've actually got 2 composites.
Farrakhan was the shooter?
That's funny.
These don't look like the same guy.
Well, hey, listen, at least we got something to work with, all right? Most of the witnesses that we talked to, they were either uncooperative or suddenly developed memory loss. You know how it goes on the street, right? Especially when Suge Knight might be involved.
Knight from prison. That doesn't mean anything.
If he's a godfather, yeah, maybe, but he's a thug. He's a lucky thug.
Okay, so that's your theory. Knight had Biggie killed by a member of the Bloods to get revenge for Tupac.
That's the most obvious one, but we don't have any leads that back it up. Latest tip we've got actually points to a Crip.
A Crip?
Dwayne Keith Davis, a.k.a. Keefy D.
He doesn't look like either of these guys.
And the only witnesses who saw the shooter, they didn't pick Keefy out of a six-pack, but there's something about this guy.
Okay, what's the motive?
Unpaid security work.
And where'd you get that tip from?
Confidential source.
For months you've been working on this case, and then all you have is a bullshit tip.
Keefy D was at the party, and he was seen at Wallace's table. We know that. And he lawyered up.
All right, we'll follow it.
Yeah, it was nice work.
Hey, look.
You didn't miss much.
Is expecting you to understand this shit.
On SmackDown.
Barely
AJ Styles and Cena got jumped. That was about it. They got to do something with wrestling, man.
Thanks.
All right.
Something in me. Just
It'll be back in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Yo, who was this calling me at 3:35 in the morning? Crocodone. Now I'm yawning. It's my mans and he's yawning. Talking about he need money any morning. I'm like, man, you should call Rita. You know where to meet her. You know where to get the money to greet her. I'm like, fool, you let them know where you live. You wasn't smart enough. They followed you to your crib. You should have stopped by Pop in the barbershop and got the info and learned the intricate plot. They didn't even want your file paper, neighbor. What if I told you Snoop is Orlando? Ooh, that would be a great movie, wouldn't it? Mask off, no. My brain is off. Playing golf, sipping on a, smoking on a Terry Bianca. Toll House. Oh, you can eat. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Oh, you can eat. Oh, you can eat. Get me some and some chocolate milk. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Oh, you can eat. Oh, you can eat. Woo, 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 woo. The gangsta gangster, the killer, and the dope dealer. The gangster, the killer, and the dope dealer. The gangster, the killer, and the dope dealer. The gangster, the. Oh! Oh, chocolate milk come from black cows. You see, that's why we drink chocolate milk. We go get it from the black cow. Spit a dope rhyme. I might do that if I had enough time. Maybe if I had enough wine. I come out of here and stumble like my name was Ned the Wino. The black and binos. I'm like suicide on a vinyl. The type of antidote you gotta keep away from minors. Cause I'm the bombest rhymer. Check my steez. My vocals are like vaginas wetting them seas when they open my identity. Blow vicinities. The enemies, please test these abilities. Let's go! Here we go.
American Ninja Warrior, Ninja vs. Ninja, premieres Thursday at 9 on USA.
Damn. Yeah. 10 years leads to a lot of paper. But hey, at least we got this great office to work in. We can't do this on our own. I know. The department's got to come strong on this. I mean, the year that he was killed, Biggie sold 5 million albums. For us not to make an arrest after he got shot in public, I don't care if our people are involved or not. Shit's embarrassing. Darren, I know. It's going to take a task force, a kick-ass one. But I promise you, the department will make this right. I just went to you first because I didn't want your feelings to get hurt. You're an asshole. I know. Now let's get to work while we don't listen to Biggie. Oh, we gonna listen to Biggie.
About the record, come through with my Brooklyn crew. You know how I do sticky move. It's smack all dumb, snipping funny, big check for your girl with your money. I think the realest in the illest. Roll with killers, thug gorillas, do or die with back killers. Do what the I.E. Bed-Stuy, nigga, approach the scene with caution. Skinny nigga, never had room for flossing. My mama was a bad dog in the crowd. Police around me. Me and my niggas got a round. Yeah, I wanna catch the bitch like a pack of shit. Get drunk off a whole fit. Somebody best to save me. I'm crazy. I'm still praying while Brenda was having my baby. We smoke hoes and she knows my line and she jumps while she deep throats. I climax, big black ass, she flashy. Flashy bitches on my titty because a nigga get it. I'm on my grind all the time. Stacking G's, yo, smoking mad weed with my niggas. She's a Leo. Hoes with a Geo shit. I blow it back out. Soon all night until I motherfucking pass out. And everywhere I go, I'm toting this 44. Just in case no one open up heaven's door. Bill Clinton is a troublemaker. Snatching lives off the streets like a motherfucking undertaker. Dear Lord, can you hear me? I'm really close, but I really think they fear me. Take a look in my eyes, tell me where's the hope. It's in my mind, we still hanging from a fucking rope.
He looked like Pac, but he can't embody Pac.
Yeah, Wilshire's looking at somebody.
So they have a suspect. That's good.
No, it's more like a person of interest.
Dwayne Kefadine.
Milk and cookies. Milk and cookies.
Southside Crip.
That makes him guilty or something.
Well, I don't like him for this one. Lieutenant.
Get that little punk out of the way with me, kid. Talking about some milk and cookies.
Enlighten me.
Okay, well, the Crips are Team Bad Boy. That's Team Biggie. And more importantly, Davis was seen at Biggie's table. Who talks to someone in front of hundreds of people before they shoot him? That doesn't make any sense.
I just ate a whole thing of grapes.
Shooting has to make sense.
Maybe it wasn't gang related.
That's my fruit.
This might have been a professional hit.
Oh, come on. You agree with that?
Some things about the shooting that bother me, like the white SUV.
Yeah, that might have been a diversion car. Some people were saying it was heading north. Other people said it was heading south. They all agree that it was trying to cut off the...
Did it come from the grassy knoll, maybe?
This isn't a joke, sir.
Come on, Paul.
Come on, we need to have key people brought back to Los Angeles. Puffy, anybody that was with Biggie that night. These people are our key witnesses, and we haven't even questioned them yet.
Okay, I'll look into it, but right now you have a suspect.
Yeah, he was lawyered up. Even if we like him, we don't have anything to go at him with.
So find something. And if this guy's such a shit suspect, why did he lawyer up?
Because he's a gangster. That doesn't mean he did this.
You're right. But we won't know for sure until we clear him. Get out of here.
It's already been a month. We can't focus all our energy on someone there's no real evidence against.
Well, you never know. Maybe he'll just...
We need to work this like it's day one. We need to find out if there's anything Wilshire missed. We need to talk to everybody at the Peterson Museum that night. This entire division should be working this case.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, well, it happened when Cosby's kid got
That was
killed.
totally different.
How is that different?
It's Dick, you know, Russ, you're starting to grow on me, but you can't compare some rapper to Bill freaking Cosby. Okay?
Up in the yard, I ran a DMV check on that guy Wilshire gave you.
Thanks, I already did that. Davis didn't have an Apollo.
I dug a little deeper. March of last year, Keefy D got a speeding ticket. Check out what he was driving.
A 1996 Chevrolet Impala, black.
Just not registered to him.
Is that Yo-Yo?
Where is Keefy?
This is not his house.
Hey, we know it's not his house. Do you know where he is?
Can you tell me what the hell you doing in my house? Hey, where is he going?
When's the last time you saw him?
Don't know, get out of here.
So we got something to go at him with now, huh?
Yeah.
She doesn't know where the hell he is.
When'd she see him last?
Girlfriend says she hasn't seen him since yesterday. Lawyer's trying to track him down.
Track him down and tip him off.
Car's not registered in his name. Girlfriend says she doesn't know where the hell he is.
When was the last time she said she saw him?
You know, yesterday was when she got saw him.
I think that's it.
Hey, homie, y'all looking for me? Get down on your knees. Get down on the ground. Do it now. Get down. Do it now. Get down on your knees. Do it. Get down on your knees.
You know, lock your fingers behind your head.
Lace him.
The vehicle in question has not been driven by my client for more than 6 months. Other than it being the same model, there is nothing that connects it to the murder of Christopher Wallace. My client has not been arrested or charged and is cooperating voluntarily, and he will only talk about the shooting.
Yeah, well, we just want to clear up a few things. Thank you for cooperating.
Man, y'all barking up the wrong tree, homie. Y'all wasting a lot of taxpayers' money.
Why don't you point us in the right direction, Keefy?
I'm here. Ask what you got to.
Okay. Were you at the Peterson Auto Museum attending the vibe party the night Biggie was killed?
Everybody was there. Shit was crazy.
And did you drive your Impala there?
Again, the vehicle in question has not been driven by my client for more than 6 months.
Are you sure? Because forensics is going to run all sorts of tests on it.
I drove a 95 Cutlass, a rental. Was waiting on it when Biggie got shot.
Were you waiting on the street?
I was in the garage. You could check the surveillance camera. He had on a blue shirt, blue Jordans. Shit, I was waiting with my homies. Wonder Mike and Wendell.
Color were they the Jordans? Okay, let's back up. Did you see Biggie and Puffy at the party?
Yeah, I spoke to him.
And was that the first time? Did you already know him?
I know him a little bit.
Okay, what does that mean? Did you work for Biggie? Did you do some security for Biggie?
You need to understand. He will only talk about where he was and what he was doing the night of the shooting. That is the deal.
That is bullshit. Keefe, I'll be honest, I don't like you for this murder, okay? But I have some questions here, and they're simple questions. I just need you to answer.
You took my car. Word is out. Shit's a target on my head, homie.
He just wants to clear his name. That is all he wants to do.
Fine, Keefe, fine. What'd you talk about with Biggie?
Thanks in Wakanda.
That night.
Nothing. You know, they was drinking, saying what's up, how you doing?
Okay. And that's it? Did you see anyone who might want to hurt Biggie?
I ain't seen nothing.
How about in general? Who would want to hurt Biggie?
Shit, you guys know.
No, what does that mean? What does that mean? Death row? Shook? Shook?
Not saying nothing either.
That's the problem, is that nobody says anything. Meanwhile, people's lives keep getting destroyed. This isn't about Biggie being famous. This mentality has to stop.
This interview is over.
Oh, come on, we're gonna have to talk to him again anyway.
You do not do it and you know it. Thank you, gentlemen.
Has to stop, Keith.
That was the Lady of Rage. I was the roughest, toughest. Crack the heavens. It's time to bring the business.
A lot of bragging about his dick and drug dealing. That's what I think.
While you rely on religion, I hold a 9 on the mission to blow fire on my opposition. The revelations wasn't mentioned in this. Crack the heavens. It's time to bring the business. Man, I'll take y'all back to the lost pyramids. I told you I seen things you won't believe exist.
That's good. That means I don't have to.
Knock, knock.
Ah, there he is. Darren's our supervisor, Brian Tyndall. Thanks for having me on board.
Like your boyfriend. Who else you want to bring in?
Well, I was thinking we could make this a federal task force.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
What do you told me that I could have whatever I want, whoever I want.
Yeah, and they gave you this guy. Still using a clone cell phone, officer?
That was 5 years ago. Stupid mistake. I'm more than paid the price for.
We all got our crosses. Okay, why federal?
Resources, reach. If we don't go big on this, it'll never work. The Torres case was federal, and that's why I'm here.
This is different.
You're damn right this is different. This is a murder that happened 10 years ago, and the victim was famous. There aren't going to be any new players here.
You're losing me.
We're going to have to lean on people like we've never leaned on them before.
Even if I agreed with you.
How's it going to look?
How's what going to look?
Valletta Wallace believes that the LAPD played a direct part in her son's murder, and now only members of the LAPD are going to help prove a right or wrong.
It's a big ask. It would take some time, but I'll work on it.
Please do. Thank you.
Yeah, good news, bad news. What do you want first? It's up to you.
Now I guess we're back in
How rare?
9 days after the shooting.
We'll make matching the casings for the suspects easier with the bad news. Keefe D's Impala, nothing inside ties it to the shooting, and it's impossible to determine the last time it was driven, but if we can somehow connect Keefe to the ammo. How do we do that? We can't even connect him to a gun. Jesus Christ, easy. Just saying he wasn't exactly an open book to us. Who is open with us? Yes, I remember your speech. That was very moving. I think we need to start showing Kevin Gaines' picture to witnesses. Nice shit again. Here we go. What, do you think Wilshire only got a tip about Keefe D? They got hundreds of tips. And I read every single one. Guess what? One of them said Gaines might have been involved. Well, making it a good anonymous tip in your book. We know Gaines knew Knight. So Gaines was banging Suge Knight's ex while also acting as some kind of hitman for her. I didn't say that. Yeah, it sounds like exactly what you're saying with no evidence to back it up. And if you go down that road and it leaks rust, the press won't care if you don't have any evidence, okay? And that, no, wait a minute. That's a nightmare for the department. Okay, but we at least need to consult Vegas, PD. Vegas? There is a very real possibility that the murder of Biggie Smalls is directly related to the murder of Tupac. It's our job. That's our job? Really? Is that our job or is it your excuse not to go home to your sad little lonely apartment?
Give me a little goddamn credit here. You got those pictures of your family there, but not once have I seen you ever talk to your wife. Fool. You got a visitor.
Was that a little while?
Yes. You are Detective Russell Poole, the one now investigating my son's murder?
That's right, me and my partner.
Why haven't you called me?
Ma'am, I'm very sorry for your loss, but I wasn't the first detective. No, you're right. You're right, I should have called you. But I promise this department will do whatever it takes to find out who killed your son.
Listen to yourself. Trying to convince me that the LAPD cares about the murder of a young black man.
I care. I care very much.
Why did I have to come see you?
You're right.
Is there any information you could give us that could help us with this investigation?
I knew nothing about Notorious B.I.G. or Biggie Smalls. I only knew about Christopher. So no, I cannot help you. I just wanted to meet the man in charge.
I'm still hungry.
Would you tell me about Christopher?
Christopher was my only son. His father left us when he was 2 years old, but I raised Christopher to be a positive person. To cherish life every single day. They say he dealt drugs when he was younger, but I never wanted to believe that. Not my Christopher, I would say. I didn't know that part of him. I didn't know so many things they said about him. I never even listened to his music until after he died. And when I did, the profanity made me cry. His songs were grotesque stories about the stink of this world. But they also read so beautifully to me. Christopher was loyal. Christopher was a giver. And all this stuff about him and Tupac, they were friends. Do you hear me? Him and Tupac were friends.
Yo, dog, I can't believe you went to Lieutenant Jackson. I was on the heights, it's different strokes. Shit had a nigga running around like I was Willis.
They asked me to take an AIDS test.
Say word for Mosey.
No lie. Everybody came out. First the producer came, then the director came. I told him if I was really going hit, then he gotta take 4 tests. Otherwise, hell no. That's just disrespectful.
Shit, but you intend to take, right?
Homegirl changed her number up on me. I'll be thinking we're playing paintball after we rap.
Damn, she plays you like that?
This business is dirty. You gotta keep your boys close.
So my boys all hoping I get on your status.
What you trying to be like, Pop? Because I ain't just starring in movies. See, I'm writing them, producing them, on top of my music.
Shit, hustle don't stop, baby.
That's a different type of hustle. Look at that. Let me show you something.
Damn, dog, you read all this?
I ain't trying to be out here just rapping about money and bitches. There's levels to this thug life shit.
Hey. Machiavelli.
Yeah. Men are driven by 2 principal impulses, either by love or by fear. Be the shit.
None of this happened. None of this happened.
You trying to rob a bank or something, nigga?
Hey, man. You said hello to my new friend.
Love you, dog.
Nigga, that ain't loaded. Go ahead.
Come here.
Yeah.
Now he introduced Biggie to guns. This is this is really bad. Oh my goodness, this is USA. I was finna say this is on FX, but it looks like a USA type of program, and sure enough, it is.
Hey. You okay?
Yeah.
What is it?
So Compton PD called. Detective wanted to relay some information about Keefe D.
What kind of information?
Keefe's got a nephew, a guy named Orlando Anderson.
Who's Orlando Anderson?
Might be the guy that killed Tupac.
Yeah.
They like him for it.
Keefe's his uncle.
Yeah, and they're real close. So I was thinking maybe we should take that trip up to Vegas after all, huh?
Signal came through. Got the green light to go outside the LAPD for the task force. Feds.
This is terrible, y'all.
whoever we need.
I don't know what to tell you. This is really bad.
I was starting to get worried I was gonna be stuck in here with just you forever. Yeah, you wish. What? Biggie was 24 when he was killed. Tupac was 25. Kids, man. I just want to solve this thing. Wherever it leads. Wherever it leads.
I think Biggie's murder is related to Tupac's murder. You want to accuse LAPD officers in a celebrity's assassination? If that's the truth, yeah.
This task force will solve his murder. We've received a valuable piece of intel, and I think it's our job to look into it.
Put yourself out there like that, you get got.
Your boy Biggie, watch your back.
It's time to go to war, bad boy.
Shook had it in for Biggie.
Cop to cop, don't pursue this.
It is our job to pursue this.
I'm finding connection.
So this is a series every Tuesday night. I'm out. So I can't be watching this garbage.